we shall express our darker purpose. Give me the maps. Oh, there. Know that we have divided in 3 our kingdom, and 'tis our fast intent to shake all cares and business from our age, conferring them to younger strengths, while we, unburdened, crawl toward death. Our son of Cornwall, and you, our no less loving son of Albany, we have this hour a constant will to publish our several daughters' dowers, that future strife may be prevented now. Tell me, my daughters, which of you, shall we say, doth love us most, that we our largest bounty may extend, where nature doth with merit challenge? Goneril, our eldest daughter, speak first.
Sir, I love you more than word can wield the matter, dearer than eyesight, space, and liberty, beyond what can be valued, rich or rare, no less than life, with grace, health, beauty, honor, as much as child ever loved or father found, a love that makes breath poor and speech unable, beyond all manner of so much I love you.
But shall Cordelia speak, love, and be silent?
Of all these bound, even from this line to this, with shadowy forests and with champaigns riched, with plenteous rivers and wide-skirted meads, we make thee lady. As thine and Albany's issues, be this perpetual. What says our second daughter, dearest Regan, wife of Cornwall?
I am made of that self-metal as my sister, and prize me as her worth. In my true heart, I find she names my very deed of love. Only she comes too short, that I profess myself an enemy to all other joys, which the most precious square of sense possesses. And find I am alone felicitate in your dear highness' love.
Poor Cordelia, and yet not so, since I'm sure my love's more ponderous than my tongue.
To thee and thine hereditary ever remain this ample third of our fair kingdom, no less in space, validity, and pleasure than that conferred on Goneril. Now, our joy. What can you say to draw a third more opulent than your sisters? Speak.
Nothing, my lord.
Nothing?
Nothing.
Nothing will come from nothing. Speak again.
Unhappy that I am, I cannot heave my heart into my mouth. I love your majesty according to my bond, no more, no less.
How, Cordelia? Mend your speech a little, lest you may mar your fortunes.
Good my lord, you have begot me, bred me, loved me. I return those duties back as a white feet. Obey you, love you, and most honor you. Why help my sister's husbands if they say they love you all? Happily, when I shall wed, that lord whose hand must take my pride shall carry half my life with him, half my care and duty. Sure, I shall never marry like my sisters.
But goes thy heart with this?
I, good my lord.
So young and so untender?
So young, my lord, and true.
Let it be so. Thy truth then be thy dower. For by the sacred radiance of the sun, the mysteries of Hecate and the night, by all the operations of the orbs from whom we cease to exist and cease to be. Here, I disclaim all my paternal care, propinquity and property of blood, and as a stranger to my heart and to me, hold thee from this forever, thou sometime daughter.
I yet beseech your majesty, before I want that glib and oily art, to speak in a purpose note, since what I well intend, I do it before I speak.
Integral, Fox. 'Tis she.
Bind fast her corky arms.
What means your graces? Good my friends, consider. You are my guests. Do me no foul play, friends.
Bind her, I say.
Hard, oh filthy traitor.
A merciful lady as you are, I'm none.
To this chair, bind her. Villain thou shalt find.
By the kind gods, 'tis most ignobly done to pluck me by the hair.
So white, and such a traitor.
Naughty lady, these hair which thou dost ravish from my head will quicken and accuse thee. I am your host. With robbers' hands my hospitable favours you should not ruffle thus.
Come, sir. What letters have you late from France?
Be simple answered, for we know the truth.
And what confederacy have you with the traitors last-footed in the kingdom?
To whose hands you have sent the lunatic king? Speak.
I have a letter guessingly set down, which came from one that's of a neutral heart, and not from one opposed.
Cunning.
And false.
Where hast thou sent the king?
To Dover.
Wherefore to Dover? Wast thou not church at peril?
Wherefore to Dover? Let her answer that.
I am tied to the stake, and I must stand the course.
Wherefore to Dover?
Because I would not see thy cruel nails pluck out his poor old eyes, nor thy fierce sister in his anointed flesh sink boorish fangs. The sea with such a storm as his bare head and hell-black night endured would have buoyed up and quelched the stellar fires. Yet, the poor old heart, he hoped the heavens to rain. If wolves had at thy gate howled that stern time, thou should have said, "Good porter, turn the key, all cruels I'll subscribe." But I shall see that winged vengeance overtake such children.
See it shalt thou never! Fellow! Hold a chair. Upon these eyes of thine, I'll set my foot.
He that will think till he be old, give me some help! Oh, cruel! Oh, you gods!
One side will mock another, the other too.
Lest the Seymour prevent it. Out, vile jelly! Where's thy lustre now?
We are not the past, who are the best known of ill-called vast. For thee, oppressed king, I am cast down. Myself could else outthrown false fortune's throne. Shall we not see these daughters and these sisters?
No. Come, let's away to prison. We two alone will sing like birds in a cage. And when you ask me my blessing, I'll kneel down and ask of thee forgiveness. So we'll live and pray and sing and tell old tales and laugh at the gilded butterflies and hear poor rogues talk of court news. And we'll talk with them too. Who loses and who wins. Who's out, who's in. And take upon us the greatest mysteries as though we were God's spies. And we'll wear out in a walled prison the packs and sects of great men that ebb and flow by the moon.
It's time to go! Move!
Pansa sacrifices my Cordelia. The gods themselves throw incense. He that parts us shall bring a brand from heaven and fire us hence like foxes. Oh, wipe thine eyes. The good years shall devour them, flesh and fell, ere they shall make us weep. We'll see him starve first. Come.
Sir, you have showed today your valiant strain, and fortune led you well. You have the captives who are the opposite of this day's strife. I do require them of you, so to use them as we shall find their merits and our safety may equally determine.
Sir, I thought it fit to send the old and miserable king to some retention and appointed guard, whose age had charms in it, whose title more, to pluck the common bosom on his side, and turn our impressed lances in our eyes, which do command them. With him I sent the queen, my reason all the same, and they are ready tomorrow, or at further space, to appear where you shall hold your session.
Sir, by your patience, I hold you but a subject of this war, not its brother.
That's as we list him, to grace him. Methinks our pleasure might have been demanded, ere you had spoke so far. He led our powers, bore the commission of my place, and the person which immediacy may well stand up and call itself your brother.
Not so hot. In his own grace he doth exalt himself, more than in your edition.
In my rights by me invested, he compares the best.
That were the most if he should husband you.
Gestures do oft prove prophets.
Hola, hola, that eye that told you so looked but a squint.
Lady, I am not well, else I should answer from a full-flowing stomach. General, take thou my soldiers, prisoners, patrimony, dispose of them, of me. The walls is thine. Witness the world that I create thee here, my lord and master.
Mean you to enjoy him,
The let alone lies not in his goodwill.
nor in thine, lord.
Half-blooded fellow, yes.
Let the drum strike and prove my title thine.
Stay yet, hear reason. Advent, I arrest thee on capital treason, and in thy attaint the gilded serpent. For your claim, fair sister, I bar in the interest of my wife. 'Tis she is subcontracted to this lord, and I, her husband, contradict your bans. If you will marry, make your love to me, for my lady is bespoke.
An interlude.
Sick, oh sick.
If not, I'll never trust medicine.
My sickness grows upon me.